is May 11th. Welcome on into Daily Cards Live here on ClavesOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey, and we are brought to you each and every day by Mugginass St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks of Missouri. Rammer, happy Wednesday to you. How you doing?
Good. Happy to be here and getting ready for another game. Despite the unfortunate game last night at the ballpark.
Yeah, I'm actually getting ready to head down there. I got my Cardinals hockey sweater on for the game today as they have the Blues. You know what? Blues win yesterday. They go up 3-2. I'm going to wear and represent the Blues down there. Plus, I got the tickets today in the Champions Club, so that'll be nice and air conditioned. So I figure I could go with the long sleeve for the game today.
Very good.
Yeah. So Cardinals,
bring some of that Blues mojo with you.
Hopefully that would be nice. Cardinals lose last night. There was some excitement though in the game. The old saying, go down to the ballpark. You never know what you're going to see. See something new every day as Harrison Bader hits an inside the park home run. First Cardinal in Busch 3 to hit an inside the park home run, and probably could have run to a fifth base if there was one out there on the on the field.
Yeah, it was a little fun. You hoped it would generate a little more, but they'd fallen a little bit behind. And the pitching situation was a little bit of a head scratcher. As the Cardinals are jammed up with protocol on Adam Wainwright, and Michaelis could have gone on regular rest, but everybody had already planned on an extra day, and rather than change that, these are my words and not completely accurate, kind of felt like we're going to sacrifice this game to keep everything else in line.
That did seem like what that last night was. I don't know what the protocols are. It's so the Adam Wainwright situation is so odd just because he had passed enough protocols to where he was able to fly home with the team, but not enough to be able to play. It's a head scratcher. I don't know what MLB's rules are currently in the situation, and I don't know where they're going to be because there was a game in Chicago today between the Guardians and the White Sox that was postponed due to too many players having testing positive for COVID. So I don't know where we are right now with that, with Major League Baseball, and until I guess we find out more on Adam Wainwright. I guess hopefully the plan is for him to start against the Giants. But as you mentioned, just kind of maybe a sacrifice, maybe hey, let's see if we can get by with Packy in this game and see if we can just sneak one by. But now you have Miles Michaelis going tonight in the game. The Cardinals did make a move earlier today as they have sent Cody Whitley down to Memphis, and they recalled rookie reliever Jake Walsh to the team. So Jake Walsh comes up. Cody Whitley goes back down. Jake Walsh never actually went down, so to speak. He was taken with the team to Kansas City and then to San Francisco as part of the taxi squad, and then was flown back to St. Louis and just told, "Hey, stick around. Just we'll see when we need you."
Well, he throws hard, and so seeing him working out every day, they must have seen something they really liked.
Yeah, he is for Memphis this year, 9 games in relief with the team, only 1 earned run allowed in 11 innings with an ERA of .82. Also was Memphis's closer down there with 6 saves early on in the season. So we'll see when he's used and how he's worked in to the team. We'll get to the lineups today and everything with that, but I do want to point out, I don't know if you saw this earlier, John Morosi of the MLB Network earlier today was on MLB Network, and with the shortstop position in flux right now for the Cardinals, he kind of fanned some of those flames, and he started trade rumors saying that it's very possible that Xander Bogaerts of the Boston Red Sox could be traded to the Cardinals this season. Rammer, we don't know what the back and forth has been, if any. We don't know who would be on the table for a move like that. But your thoughts on Xander Bogaerts ending up a Cardinal in 2022?
Let me back up to Morosi first. He completely made it up. But his point is that if the Red Sox are not going to compete, that within a couple of months, meaning by the time we're in July and thinking about trades and trade deadlines, if they're still not competing and feel like they're going to have a rebuild, that that as he observed it, Xander Bogaerts seemed like a perfect fit for the Cardinals. That's really
Mhm.
what he was saying, um, and so he made it up. But he's a pretty smart guy. It would be a great fit. It would be a terrific fit, and it would probably mean that if the Red Sox are rebuilding, what would you have to give up? And you'd have to give up some prospects. Probably Nolan Gorman. Um, you'd probably have to give up somebody really good.
Bogarts has an option where he can opt out and become a free agent at the end of this season. I cannot imagine the Cardinals trading away Nolan Gorman without any assurance that Xander Bogaerts is going to be in St. Louis for the long haul, which is kind of similar to what they got in recent years with Paul Goldschmidt and with Nolan Arenado,
Yeah.
knowing that those guys would be around for more than just that 1 year when they
Mm-hmm.
made the trade. And we've seen the Cardinals do this and Mo do this for so many years in the past. I mean, you go all the way back and look at Matt
Yeah.
Holliday and the trade there. This is the Cardinal way when it comes to making trades like that. So this would definitely not be a rental of. I'm trying to think who was the last 1 year rental player that the Cardinals went out and traded for.
Well, you didn't bring up this topic in the pre-show meeting,
I
so
didn't know.
I haven't given it any thought, Joe.
This is just me just spitballing stuff as we talk and just kind of throwing stuff out there to where if we had a producer on site, they would be like, this is it right there. They're looking it up, but we don't have that. We haven't
No,
worked
we
that into the
don't.
budget here on Claves Online just yet. So, hey, the rumors are out there. They're going to keep going now for the next few months. So,
And
bring
you'd love,
them. Yeah.
and as far as Bogarts go, he's terrific.
Yes, he is.
He
Absolutely.
he hits in your top three, and it's off to the races. He is a tremendous fit.
Well, let's see who's hitting in the Cardinals' top three and beyond as we look at the lineup for tonight's game. It's Miles Mikolas against Spencer Watkins for the Orioles. He's a right-handed pitcher, so the Cardinals will lead off with Tommy Edman playing second base. Paul Goldschmidt at first, Nolan Arenado at third, Juan Yepez in left tonight, Dylan Carlson in right, Yachty behind the plate, Harrison Bader in center, Corey Dickerson batting eighth and DHing, moving way down in the lineup. And Brendan Donovan is playing short tonight and batting ninth. For the Orioles, Cedric Mullins DHing tonight. Trey Mancini at first. Anthony Santander is in right. Austin Hayes in center. Rugnan Odor is at second. Jorge Mateo at short. Tyler Nevin in left. Robinson Chirinos is behind the plate. And Chris Owings is at third for the Orioles. Had no idea that Rugnan Odor was on the Orioles tonight until I saw him yesterday putting the home run chain on Cedric Mullins. Had zero clue where he was these days.
Yeah, when you take a look at the Cardinals lineup, keep an eye on Tommy Edman. He's been in a slump for 4 or 5 games. We got to keep an eye on that. Don't be afraid to move him out of that spot if he cools off. They waited a little too long to do that last year. When he's not hitting, now the difference is he got a walk last night. So as long as he's drawing walks and getting on base, perhaps we're seeing the evolution of a player. So I'm not saying yank him. I'm saying let's keep an eye on it. Yepez in left field is interesting. Are we saying he's a better outfielder than Dickerson when it's already been universally declared that Yepez is not a good defensive player, yet you got him in the outfield instead of Dickerson? Or is it simply saying, let's see how he looks in left field? Then the other thing is Dickerson hitting eighth with another lefty right behind him. You would have liked to separate them. So it tells me that if Dickerson comes up and they late in the game and they bring in a lefty, that Pujols without a doubt is going to pinch hit for him.
Yeah, I do wonder if that's kind of the thinking behind that if there is a reason, and I haven't looked at the Baltimore bullpen to see what they have there, but I would wonder if there is going to be a case of, if there's a late game situation, a late time, late change for defense or for running, you put Tyler O'Neill out there to run for Yepez late in the game and to play defense. But if it's a lefty that comes in to pitch, you can easily put Pujols in there for Dickerson. Then you don't have to burn another player in that situation. So maybe that's the thinking behind these moves, and you just hope that defensively you don't get burned with Yepez in the outfield over the former Gold Glove winning Corey Dickerson.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting, and I really like the fact that the Cardinals are giving Yepez a real opportunity. The key, I believe, for him will be this weekend against the Giants, because now that they saw him, they'll have a game plan this weekend. We'll probably revisit this on Friday, but it'll be the weekend will be a real interesting challenge for him.
Last night, before we get going here, there was also a no-hitter thrown in baseball. Rammer, I'm gonna be the old man yelling at the clouds here on this one. I do not like what Kevin Cash did last night, bringing Brett Phillips into pitch in that situation and turning that game into a clown show when the young lefty for the Angels had a no-hitter going. If we're gonna sit here and we're gonna talk about rules of the game and stuff like that, you know what? You're getting beat by a lot, and you're getting a no-hitter thrown against you. Just throw a regular pitcher out there, get your 3 outs, and go into the 9th and hope you get a hit. I did not care for Brett Phillips throwing last night, when usually I enjoy his antics.
It doesn't move my needle one way or the other. The no-hitter's terrific. I like the fact that Mike Trout's playing like Mike Trout again, that he's apparently healthy. Ohtani is hitting. Rondon, I think a better story even is Rondon, for the first time in his career, bats left-handed, the very first time in his career, and he hits a home run.
Rammer, not only that, he still had the shin guard on the left leg. So it was like, I don't know when he decided to go up there left-handed, but he got ready and he prepared as if he was going to hit right-handed, and then left the shin guard on the back leg to go up there. I don't know if a lot of people noticed that at the time, but yeah, he was up there. He was fully prepared to hit right-handed, and something changed at some point.
He was really selling the trickery. He watch this, and then jumps across the plate. No, that just shows what great athletes these guys are. And he was hurt all last year. If he can get back to even his just being an average Rondon, their lineup's going to be really, really dangerous this summer.
Cardinals and Orioles. It's another 6:45 start time tonight, as we will be back tomorrow. I believe tomorrow's an early game, so Rammer, we might go post game tomorrow with that, either early, or we'll go in the post game, as tomorrow is a very early start time for the Orioles and the Cardinals. Enjoy the game tonight, folks, and hopefully you enjoyed this edition of Daily Cards Live, brought to you each and every day by Mungenast St. Louis Acura and Rammer, your friends at Royal Banks of Missouri.
Royal Banks of Missouri, where better service means better banking. 314-212-1500, Royal Banks of Missouri.
He's Bob Ramsey. I'm Joe Roderick. We will see you tomorrow again right here on Daily Cards Live on ClaimsOnline.com.
At St. Louis Acura, we have over 330 pre-owned vehicles of all makes and models. And all of them are covered by our St. Louis Acura Promise and backed by our Better Business Bureau A+ rating and 30 years in business. We also service all makes and models of vehicles, including glass and bumper repair, paint touch-ups, and full mechanical services from one of our 24 technicians. St. Louis Acura, better than ever for you, no matter what vehicle drives you.